Hello, hello, hello. Do you ever want to change something? Do you ever want to change a person's experience? Do you ever want to take away their suffering?
Hello,
So,
hello. Do you ever?
if you are thinking about another person maybe is experiencing a struggle with their mental health, or maybe a person is experiencing difficulty with their physical health, do you ever feel like you want to take away that suffering? Do you ever feel like you would just want to gather it up? You'd even take it on yourself if you despair the other person. Do you ever feel like you would like to change another situation around you, maybe a workplace situation? Maybe you'd like to change the fact that a restructure is done in a certain way, or that it's even happening at all. Maybe you'd like to change a relationship that you have with somebody. Maybe it's personal or professional. Doesn't matter. Do you notice all those words are change? We're trying to change something or somebody else. And when we try to do that, we create so much of our own suffering. Because if we don't like what's going on, now, for instance, last year, there's some really people that I love in my life that are close to me that have been experiencing challenges with their mental health. They've been struggling this year. And I know a lot of people have been struggling this past year. And it would be really easy. My initial response would be to want to take that struggle away from them, would want to be able to help them, to stop them feeling down, to stop them feeling really low, to stop them struggling and feeling not enough. Because I know that they're enough. I know their worth. I know that they are amazing and wonderful human beings. And I know that the world is a better place because they are here. But they don't know it. And I want them to know it. And in my wanting them to know it, and I can't get them to know it because I can't change what's going on in their heads, it can leave us feeling helpless. I know something that they don't know. I know that they are amazing. I know that they are so deserving of all good. I know that they are worthy of a wonderful life, but they don't know it. And in that place, I can feel helpless. I can feel helpless where I can't create the life that I want them to have. And I want to fix it for them. And I want to control how they feel. I want to take away their suffering so that they just feel happy. So it's me trying to control, even though I'm doing it for the right reasons and what I would think is for their highest good. How do I know it's for their highest good? How do I know what is in somebody else's learning journey? How do I know that this struggle that they're experiencing won't develop an even greater sense of personal development? That they'll grow and blossom and deepen and potentialize into a greater understanding of who they are and who life and what life is. So if I take that opportunity away from them, I am disadvantaging them. I'm not allowing them through their struggle to grow, to become a better version of themselves. So do I really want to do that? But in my position of seeing somebody else struggle, I can feel that helplessness. I can even feel fear for their well-being. I can feel a sense of rejection, because if they're struggling and their walls come up and they shut people out, not intentionally, but because they don't know how to deal with things, then it can feel a sense of rejection, a sense of loss for what was. There are many emotions that we can be triggered with when somebody else is going through a challenge. But the greatest gift you can give yourself, and the gift that I'm talking about this month, is around acceptance. Yes, we might want to change something. Yes, we might want to end somebody else's suffering. But how do we know that that's the right thing for them? And actually, there are things that we can learn on the journey as being part of somebody else's journey too. You know, healing our own triggers, healing that trigger of wanting to change or to fix, healing the feelings of helplessness, healing the fear, trusting that life is unfolding and potentializing in the right way for them, and that through this journey that they will have a deeper experience of who they are and what life is. And maybe it will help them to shape their gift of what they're offering to life in a way that they wouldn't be able to do it if they hadn't gone through the period of suffering. So acceptance is a wonderful gift that we can give ourselves. And through acceptance, we can feel inner peace. We can feel a deeper sense of serenity. We can let go and surrender to life. And through that surrender, we can trust that there is a power that knows much more than us, because life is ever unfolding. And we can trust that life is unfolding in the right way for each and every person, and that everything that comes up against us that we experience is for our highest good. However challenging it may feel at the time, there can only be good and a good solution that comes out of that challenge and out of that suffering. So accepting in each and every moment what is what is, helps us to release that struggle. But how do we get to that period of acceptance? Well, on the 18th of January 22, I am doing a group hypnotherapy session around accepting what is. So my month for doing my audios this month, I do audios around creating positive change, which are meditations, positive imaging, and hypnotherapy. So for me, my month is around acceptance. And acceptance is such a big thing. And it has been such a big path for me in the last year, accepting the struggles of other people, accepting that I can only do what I can do, accepting that life is unfolding for a reason and maybe I can't understand it at the moment. And through that acceptance, I have found a greater level of peace and serenity. And I also open myself up to inspiration, to new ideas, to trusting that the resources I need will be available, and the resources they need will be available too at just the right time. And through that trust, I let go of my own frustrations and irritations and anger and fears and all those things that we experience that have no outlet because we can't make anything else different. So acceptance comes in the way of just knowing that life is really unfolding in the way that it needs to, that there is a greater purpose to everything. And one really good tool for helping is hypnotherapy. If you've ever tried hypnotherapy, you'll realize that that really is good for getting past the censor, that conscious censor that tells us yes or no, or we can't listen to that, or we can't believe that, or that's part of our limitations. And it gets past all that and it goes straight to our subconscious. So this monthly virtual session of hypnotherapy is around accepting what is. So, are you ready to accept what is? That doesn't mean to say we might want to change and unfold something different going forward, because we have that choice. But we can reduce our suffering in this moment, in this second, by feeling a greater length of acceptance and trust and having faith in ourselves, in life itself. If you are interested, then the group hypnotherapy is on the 18th of January at 7 p.m. UK time, and it's an hour. So part of the session is around understanding how hypnotherapy can help, what acceptance is. Then we have the hypnotherapy session itself. But just before that, we'll take you through the how to set up, how to get yourself in the right comfortable position where you don't bring yourself out of hypnosis, where you don't have the light and the sounds that are going to detach you from a wonderful state of hypnosis. Because nobody else can hypnotize you, but actually somebody that's doing hypnotherapy sort of facilitates your ability for self-hypnosis. That creates that safe and safe environment for you to experience and to allow the words to transform directly into your subconscious. Helps to reprogram how you are feeling. So often we think of hypnosis as being for things like weight loss and losing stopping smoking, things like that. But actually we can use hypnosis for so many more tools, and I'm using it for a greater sense of acceptance. So if you would like to join me, click on the link in the description that I'm going to put in a moment and come and join and experience a wonderful group online virtual session of hypnotherapy. It could really change how you view the situation that you're in and open you up to greater possibilities rather than being caught up in the struggle and the conflict of what's going on. You will be seeing that solutions are much bigger than the problems, and that leaves you inspired for moving forward. So if you're ready for a bit of inspiration to move forward, click on the link in the description and join the session. It would be wonderful to see you there.